Right then, let's get started. And after weeks of searching for the missing Takoradi girls, Gender and Social Protection Minister Cynthia Morrison says that she is certain the girls are alive. The minister's conviction is about, well, the best news for the families since the hashtag Bring Back Our Tadi Girls campaign was launched across the multimedia social news platforms. Now, the following report recaps the story so far.
Pressure is mounting on the police to find 3 girls who have been kidnapped in the western region town of Takoradi. The girls, Priscilla Blessing Bentum, 21, 18-year-old Ruth Lavquason, and Priscilla Mantibia Kranchi, 15, were taken from various locations since last year, and nothing has been heard about their whereabouts. Parents and other residents of the metropolis who have lost their children through similar means on January 4 staged a protest in the town demanding action from the police, whose lackadaisical approach to the issue they believe is the reason the girls have not been found. A Nigerian resident in Ghana, Samuel Odotek Wills, was arrested as prime suspect in the matter and has been in and out of police custody. But the police have not been able to gather any meaningful information on the whereabouts of the girls. The suspect broke cell and was rearrested after a manhunt on December 30, 2018, and was remanded to appear on January 11, 2019 by a Takoradi Magistrate Court. JoyNews launched a campaign hashtag Bring Back Our Tadi Girls in a bid to finding and reuniting the missing girls with their families. When pressure started mounting, Western Regional Police Commander, DCOP Redeemer Vincent Dejo, said they have run out of options.
What is actually happening is that this is the man who is supposed to open up to us to know where the victims are. We have tried all means to talk to him. He only, in the initial stage, he took us to Kasua. We went and combed the whole of Kasua. He could not be able to lead us to where the victims are.
There was social media outrage as the police came under heavy criticisms for doing little in finding the missing girls, with victims' families appealing to President Akufo-Addo to intervene.
If it was to be an MP's daughter, or even assemblyman, or even a police commander, or even, let's say, one of the big men, the pastors, like, is that how they're going to treat the case?
Over the weekend, 15 suspects were arrested in connection with the 3 kidnapped girls in a swap at Odumase in the eastern region. The suspects, whose identities are yet to be disclosed, have since been sent to the police headquarters in Accra as investigations continue. Gender and Social Protection Minister Cynthia Morrison revealed the kidnapped girls are still alive, an assurance she had after she was briefed by Director General of the CID, DCOP Mamitiwa Adodankwa. Meanwhile, the suspect, Samuel Wills, on Monday failed to reappear before the Takoradi Magistrate Court. Prosecutor Inspector Bernard Ahimsan said the suspect was sent to Accra from secondary prison over the weekend and had not arrived in time for the scheduled hearing.
Let's take you to the eastern region, where authorities of the Brukoma Gavenya Junior High School in the Yilo Krobo municipality of the region are asking government to rehabilitate dilapidated structures or the school risks closure. Students currently are housed in a 5-decade-old clay structure, a situation that scares both teachers and students. As a result, some parents have withdrawn their wards to avoid any debt should the clay structure collapse. JoyNews' Fred Kwame Sari has the rest of the story.
The Brukum Agavenya Junior High School has a student population of less than 50, but students hardly attend classes. This is due to the dilapidated clay structure used for studies. The state of the weak clay structure demoralizes some children in the catchment areas from acquiring knowledge in the school. The over 50-year structure has developed several cracks, with some portions of its walls falling off. The classroom block's roofing, which was changed recently, is already corroding and leaks when it rains. The students are exposed to the scorching sun during classes hours, while school automatically closes when rain looms. Michael Tete is a teacher in the school.
Today, a student will come, tomorrow that same student will be absent, and they do that as if they plan. So the very students you see here, tomorrow when you come, a different set come.
And don't you think the state of the structure here is also a factor?
I'll attribute that to the nature of the structure. Because me as a parent will never like to bring the ward to study under such a structure.
Though the Brukum Agavenya Junior High School receives supply of teaching and learning materials periodically, it lacks computers for the information and communication technology discipline. This has made the teaching of ICT incomplete. The ICT teacher, Atara Samuel, had to improvise with his mobile phone to teach the discipline.
So far as there are no computers to use as TLMs, we normally find it very difficult for the student to get the concept. Normally I use my mobile phone, so few of them have to touch my phones, because if it is spoiled now, it will be my own cost. Those who are in Form 3, most of their topics based on the internet, and there is no network access also. So we find it very difficult for them to get whatever we want to teach.
The campus has been playground for snakes as it is surrounded by bushes. Also, a borehole facility constructed on the campus produces unwholesome water, compelling pupils to feed on a nearby stream. Due to the numerous challenges the school is plagued with, parents are withdrawing their children. Authorities envisage a closure of the school if a befitting infrastructure is not provided in earnest.
The school being surrounded with such bushes, we have reptiles coming all over from the bush to the school. Snakes, for snakes, they are our friends here. We kill snakes every now and then. I'm foreseeing a close down of the school, because for now we have only Form 2 and Form 3. For the Form 1s, when we reopen this term, I've been sent to a nearby community, which is Agugu. So they trek from this place to the place where the school is.
Community elders lament several attempts to call the attention of the appropriate authorities to the dilapidated state of the school proved futile. Pupils of Brukum Agavenya Junior High School will have to walk about 20 minutes to access education in neighboring Agogo if the school is closed down. They are hoping authorities will hear their plea and act on it. Fred Kwame Asari, JoyNews, Brukum, Eastern Region.
On to the Ashanti region now, where police are expressing their alarm at the increased state of car snatching in Kumasi and other parts of the region. A young man is currently in custody after the police picked him up when he walked into Love FM's offices to confess to carjacking. Now, the man demanded the arrest of 2 colleagues who denied him his share of a taxi cab that they had snatched from the driver at gunpoint. Barely 24 hours later, armed men, one of them with a pump-action gun, seized a Toyota Highlander from its owner right at the entrance of his house. Love FM's Kwesi Deborah has been speaking with ASP Godwin Ahianyo of the Ashanti Regional Command.
Mr. Owusu had just arrived at the main gate to his house in his Toyota Highlander after attending a wedding event. It was 10:30 p.m. but he least expected an attack in a quiet neighborhood. I saw a taxi cab trailing me when I veered off from the main road, he says, but I thought it was a taxi on normal duty.
Kneel down, kneel down, kneel down.
The 2 hopped into the car and sped off with the taxi cab behind. Car snatching seems to have become rife in recent times, though police say there are no statistics yet. The case of a man who reported colleagues allegedly involved in car snatching was in the news last week. ASP Godwin Ahayanyo is Regional Public Relations Officer at Ashanti Regional Police Command.
I would like to use this medium or media to call on anyone who has his car snatched on Thursday, as he's claiming. It's a taxi cab, Kia Rio, with registration number AS2701-18. That is Kia Rio AS2701-18. The color is not able to give us the color, but we know all the taxi cabs has yellow as a unique color, and the others. We don't know of the other color. We're talking about a Kia Rio here. We appealing to the general public too, that whoever has seen this car or maybe seen any occupants of this vehicle should alert the police, because
though he says police are yet to conclude on the matter, he gives tips on how to prevent falling victim to car snatching syndicates.
And we always advise the motoring public, especially private car owners, that whenever they are driving home in the night and they are being followed, or they suspect that somebody or another vehicle is following them, they should look inside their mirrors and be careful the places that they pass. Normally, these criminals trail them to their doorstep or maybe obscure places and snatch the vehicles from them.
Reporting for JoyNews, Kwesi Deborah.
And before we go, let's run this by you. Corruption is on the decline in Ghana, the first time in 5 years. And that's according to the latest Corruption Perception Index released by global anti-graft body Transparency International. Ghana's score improved by 1 point from the 2016 score of 40. Well, good news. What more does the report say?
Well, there's still a lot more to be done. We scored 41 out of a possible 100. And although Ghana performed better than 37 other sub-Saharan African countries, including Benin at 40, Swaziland at 38, Gambia at 37, Tanzania at 36, Ghana nonetheless performed below 9 others in Africa. And in 2016, Burkina Faso and Lesotho performed below Ghana. In 2017, these two countries performed better than Ghana. However, Ghana is now at par with them. Now, don't forget, our highest score in the last 7 years was 48, which was achieved in the year 2014.
One point, good news, not good news. Well, at least we've made some steps.
Yes, well, it's a point, right?
Yeah,
so
a
let's
point
be
is a
grateful.
point.
Yeah, but let's obviously, this means that with a bit of work we can actually achieve a lot more. I have no doubt that things like the Office of the Special Prosecutor are all pushing us in the right direction.
Well, definitely. That'll be it for the summary of the latest news headlines we have. We have more news. We'll look at the newspapers and we'll look at myjournline.com. Other relevant stories. We just catch on the international portals. We'll try as much as possible to bring them to you. Or next, Achina brings you Benji. Forget about Chinabi.
Please.
Benji
This
is
Benji
around.
thing will not work.
The Pentecost Deacon.
Chinabi.
New Achimota branch.
Chinabi in the house, yo. Chinny Bizzles.
So we'll bring you all that, including Mama View Sabwadjo, all on the bill. Up next.